In today's video, I'm going to show you exactly why your organic marketing system is not booking you enough sales calls and not helping you make more sales and grow your business. So, coming straight off the press here, straight out of a group coaching call that I was hosting with a bunch of our clients inside Consulting Blueprint, and we're helping them scale their businesses. But anyways, one of them asked a question, and it was a really good question, and we really dove deep into this topic, and I'm here to share it. We're going to share what we talked about with you guys today for free. So that said, let's get straight into it. If you don't already know me, I'm Jeremy Pogue. I help entrepreneurs with service-based businesses like coaches, consultants, agency owners make a ton of money and scale up and change your life. So anyways, let's get into it. So the question was something along the lines of like, I'm struggling to hit my daily metrics in terms of like messaging people, talking to prospects and outreach and stuff like that because I don't have enough opportunities. And keep in mind, this is like warm instead of cold, right? Obviously, you can just shoot as many messages as you want it to people before the platforms block you. But we don't really teach much cold because otherwise you have to send hundreds of stuff every single day, and there's a lot easier ways to do it. So that said, there's some context for you, but let's get straight into it. So the platform that he uses, that he specializes in and focuses on, is Instagram. And he's been struggling to build up enough people to reach out to every single day, hit his numbers. I think I can't remember exactly what his numbers, but anyways, that's kind of his problem, right? So he's got this platform he's building, but is going slow. And he wasn't too sure, like, well, how do I get more people to talk to then try and book more calls, right? That's kind of the problem. You can take this with Instagram. You can take this with any other platform. I'm just using this as an example. So that said, the way I see the business is like, well, at least the acquisition cycle, the acquisition process is it kind of breaks down in three core components, right? We have over here, which is traffic. In the middle here, we have nurturing. And then over here, we have converting. So Instagram is a great platform to nurture leads, right? Post your story, make some posts, really build some trust, authority, and then it's got the messaging platform as well, where you can just have DM, like conversations with people in the DM. So that said, this is kind of where he's at, right? He's got that, and then from here, he has conversations with people, right? DMs, and then call, and then they pay him a lot of money because he's good at what he does. And his position is offered very well, so people see the value in that. So anyways, but the problem's here, traffic, right? How do we get more eyeballs onto this page so that way we can speed this up, have more conversations, book more calls, make more sales? Well, we need a traffic source. Instagram, the platform, because it's very unique. Well, all platforms are unique. They all have their pros and cons. But anyways, it's very hard to grow organically, like quickly, like getting like 500 or 50 to 100 followers a day to have enough people to reach out to and book calls, right? So how do we do that? I mean, like right now Reels are popular, but I'd imagine you have to be cranking out quite a few of them to actually get that steady flow coming through. But ultimately, at the end of the day, you're just kind of like crossing your fingers and hoping the algorithm does the trick for you, right? You can engage with like big profiles and like influencers, like comment on there and stuff like that, engage with people in the comments and kind of build it up that way, a little more manual. So, I mean, that could be, why don't we add that as like potential traffic source, right? Instagram. And then you can do like comments on bigger pages. Reels are good, right? Hashtags, stuff like that. So there's some stuff you can do in order to get more eyeballs over here, which then you can start conversations, blah, blah, blah. But anyways, there's other platforms you can use as well. And I know there's the concept of like one offer, one marketing channel, and like one audience, stuff like that. But this is the problem, and the bottleneck lies here, right? Because if we look at it, like this is kind of like our farm. Here's our plot of land. Here's all of our rows of seeds that we planted, right? Traffic over here. And I saw on one of our clients, Matt Jacob, his Instagram story yesterday actually was like, if blood stops flowing through the body, then you die. And if leads stop flowing through your business, then your business dies. You have no business, right? And so traffic acts as that lifeblood to our business. So it's kind of like that rain cloud, right? And we planted all these seeds. We have our business. We have this idea of what we want to do, but it's not going to get anywhere if we don't have the water to turn those seeds into actual crops, then produce some fruit, right? This is supposed to be an apple. There you go. It's actually not bad, right? It kind of goes like this. We got to water that, take care of it, and then it turns into some fruit that we can eat. So what we have now, the main problem is that we've got this big rain cloud over here. It's coming our way, but there's this big ass mountain right in the middle of it. So once it hits here, it just, all the rain drops and doesn't get past it. So then we dry up, shrivel up, die. We have no business, and game over, right? Go get a real job. So that's kind of the main bottleneck, just visualize. So that begs the question, okay, how do we solve this? How do we get more traffic? Well, one thing that I did was started YouTube, right? Make YouTube videos. The algorithm there helps me find more people, right? Recommends my videos. I hope they're good. Let me know in the comments if they are. But anyways, it suggests them to a cold audience, right? To more people. And then from there, a lot of my call to actions is like, hey, go check me out on Instagram. And then from there, I mean, I actually don't really start conversations, but then you can kind of go through the sales cycle here, right? Have a conversation with somebody, see if you can help them out, get them on a call, and then start working together and really help them out. So that's kind of the way I see it. And then this YouTube is also pretty nuanced in the sense that it's also a slow burn, right? It's definitely a long play. So I already had a bit of a platform built on Facebook. I had a lot of people in my audience. So what I did is I just like said, hey, go check out my YouTube videos. And then from there, hey, check me out on Instagram. And then I could start talking to them, right? So it's like I'm using this as a traffic source to just get more eyeballs into this. And then this will like nurture people like crazy, right? Because like it really just builds a lot of deep trust and influence and authority with your audience. And then from there, you can kind of start going from here and setting. So YouTube could probably fall in nurturing, but you can't really have conversations, and that's really like the main downside of that. One of our clients, he uses TikTok. We got a bunch of guys to do that, but anyways, he uses TikTok as his traffic source because it's really easy to get a ton of eyeballs there. And then the call to actions are like, yo, check me out over on Instagram, right? DM me there if you need help with this. Has conversations and books calls and makes a ton of money. So like literally his problem right now is like he's totally solved this, right? Most people, it's like maybe you're good at appointment setting and you know how to sell, but marketing and traffic, this is your weak spot, right? This client that does TikTok, his only problem is like the operational drag that comes from it. His only problem, he has too many leads. Like in his DMs, there's like over like 100, 200 people every single day in there. So like we help them hire an appointment setter and then train them up on like how to actually kind of filter out some of those leads and then booking calls. And then now we're gonna help him hire a closer to take the sales calls for him because he's capped out at like 6, 7 per day. And then he's also got to do the client calls too. So it's it just totally blew up. But I mean, like just that one simple funnel alone, right? Use TikTok to get more eyeballs. Send those eyeballs over here so you can talk to them, get them onto a call, and then get those eyeballs to write you a check. And just like that, he's doing 30 grand a month, just like a couple months in to working with us. So yeah, that said, you can do that. You can send them over to your YouTube as well. And like, I'm not telling you do any one of these specifically. I'm just using these as an example. some criteria that I would look for when trying to figure out which platform to use would be like, where does my audience hang out and where is it easy to actually find them and build some sort of authority around them, right? Because that's what organic marketing does, right? You're really just set to build authority, get people to know you, like you, and trust you, so that way when they actually get onto a call with you, they're already kind of sold on working with you, and then it's more so logistical, right? So that's that one little tip right there, that one little hack is going to completely change business for you and make your lives so much easier if you really truly internalize that. And after taking literally hundreds upon hundreds of sales calls, I can tell you that this process works. Especially it works, like the sales so much easier to make if they're already kind of set on working with you, right? That's kind of how you decommoditize yourself. Maybe that's a topic for another video, but that said, like if your bottleneck is here and there's this line right here that is preventing you from having more conversations, take a step back, figure out what can I do to get more traffic to my main platform, and then do that, right? And obviously this is all organic. We can talk about paid too. Like right now we're running paid ads and sending people, and then like booking calls for like literally $30 a call, and like our closing rate with colds like kind of 30%. So one at like 3 out of every 10. If it costs us $30 a call, then that's times 10, $300 to acquire a new customer, and one of them should roll through for 25 grand. And we've already got one in at 6K and a bunch that should roll through this week too. So anyways, I'm rambling. But anyways, yeah, once we get that settled, I think we're going to, like, once it's proven, because it's still pretty new, we're going to release that to our clients, kind of our higher level clients, and walk them through that. But nonetheless, you can do it organically, you can do it paid, doesn't matter, right? I mean, sure, you could even cold call people, right? Hey, you could cold DM, you could cold email, right? Lots of options to get new traffic, and then have a call to action to ultimately set up a call, right? If you're doing cold, there's not much, like, the nurturing part's gonna be kind of tricky unless you actually like send them to like your Instagram or your YouTube channel or something first. Like, yo, check out these videos of our clients that, like our client Jordan that just did $85,000 in his first 30 days with a brand new offer. And then that's gonna nurture them pretty well, warm them up to you, and then from there, like get a call or something like that. So, anyways, guys, I think that pretty much covers it. Really, at the end of the day, it's just like this, visualizing it like this kind of helps you identify like where the bottleneck is, right? If you're having a hard time reaching your numbers and struggling to get more traffic, well, here's some ways to do it. Get creative. Don't add too much complexity. Don't try to do a million things at once. Start with one thing and then get really good at that one thing. Once you feel like that's capped out, which honestly probably might be a limited belief and probably just a lack of information on how to do better with it, then maybe think about doing something else. But until then, focus on what works, focus on what matters, and go where your audience hangs out. Do what you know works, follow this process, and you're gonna make a ton of money. So that said, that's it for this video. If you thought this was helpful, let me know down below. It really helps me kind of see like what kind of videos you guys like. Do you like the whiteboard ones, or do you prefer ones where I'm just kind of like talking, sharing some lessons, sharing some thoughts? Let me know, because you guys really just like let me know what you like, and I'll make more videos like that. So that said, really trying to grow the channel. So if you thought this was helpful and you got some other friends growing an online business, like, share this with them. I'd really appreciate that, and make sure to keep making more videos. But yeah, if you want to follow the journey a little closer as well, follow me over on Instagram, right? And then just kind of great place to ask me any questions, stuff like that, and just kind of connect on a little bit of a deeper, more intimate level. So that's it, guys. That's it for this one, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.